Cucciniello. He's a foreign policy expert, a former press spokesperson for the U.S. Embassy in Baghdad, and he joins me now from New York. You were in Baghdad 2007, 2008 or so. We're talking about 8 years ago. I mean, to think back to those days, that 8 years later, Baghdad would still be going through the hell that it is going through with these insurgent attacks, killing more than 200 people in a single attack. I mean, it is absolutely a desperate situation.
Absolutely, Hala. Actually, I was in Iraq from August 2006 through September 11, 2010, so I was there for quite longer. I was there before the surge, during the surge, after the surge, and the story from Iraq continues to be the same. And what we've seen this weekend in Baghdad, quite frankly, reflects just how unprepared the Iraqi security forces remain and how desperate, if not incompetent, the Iraqi government is.
Right, but I mean, at the same time, just sort of in defense of security forces everywhere who have to confront attacks on soft targets like this, it's extremely difficult to protect every street corner against a truck packed with explosives at the same time.
Absolutely, but Iraq has been experiencing these types of attacks, maybe not in terms of the death toll, but in terms of ISIS claiming these attacks throughout the spring.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about also the security forces making some substantial gains militarily on the ground. It's a different type of enemy. We're talking of an organized terrorist fighting force, ISIS in Fallujah, Ramadi, Tikrit. I mean, they have cleared some of those areas, so they are making progress there.
They're making progress, but as we've seen with recent reports, there are still potential for them to regroup as the Iraqi security forces move towards Mosul. We're hearing that insurgents and ISIS sympathizers, if you will, are hiding out, possibly in villages in the surrounding area. So it's not a done deal. I wouldn't be so quick to say that we've turned a corner of any sort. I would like to think that we are and that we will, and that Iraq will become safe and secure, but that just does not seem to be the case right now. And I can tell you, as somebody who is one of the longest-serving U.S. officials on the ground continuously in Iraq from 2006 to 2010, since I've read the newspapers and watched news every day since I've left Baghdad, it seems to be the same. I mean, ISIS has a different name, might even have a different face, but the story just continues to be the same at the bottom.
Would it have been different had U.S. troops stayed there, at least part of them?
Honestly, I don't think so. Would it have made somewhat of a difference in terms of guidance and direction? Quite possibly. I would give the Iraqis that. However, the level of incompetence, I think, that is in the Iraqi government, maybe even if not so much the Iraqi security forces, the Iraqi government continues to rear its head. Just this morning, CNN issued a report saying that the Iraqi government had been allowing the use of what were magic wand-like security devices at checkpoints. As late as 2010, we had been telling the Iraqi government, these devices do not work. I was there when we were doing that. The U.S. military issued a report and had warned the Iraqi government. Here I am, July 2016, reading that the Iraqi government is still using those devices, which we've warned them do not work. Yeah. The Iraqis need to step it up.
All right. Well, certainly ordinary Iraqi citizens are the ones paying the price. Thank you very much, Armand Cucciniello, for joining us, a former press spokesperson for the U.S. Embassy in Iraq. Thanks for being with us from New York.
Thank you.
Now.